BCS Selection Show on Fox is sponsored by Allstate, proud sponsor of college football in the Allstate Sugar Bowl. Are you in good hands? Anytime you have to bust out the black and white viz, you know it's been a while since the program's been big time. TCU and slinging Sammy Baugh beat LSU to win the 1936 Sugar Bowl and the national championship. 2 years later, it was the Horned Frogs' lone Heisman winner, Davey O'Brien, that led the troops to an 11-0 mark, and yet another crown. Well, as we hit the fast-forward button and check in on Gary Patterson's crew, it should be noticed that they're the only team in the FBS that ranks in the top 6 in both scoring offense and defense. They're still waiting for their destination. They are pumped up. But Boise State knows where it is going, to the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl on January 4th on Fox. Snubbed by the BCS last season, Boise State is back. Touchdown throwing machine Kellen Moore leads the highest scoring team in the nation. The unbeaten Broncos are looking to prove that they are one of the elite teams in college football. And yes, we have a matchup of unbeatens because the Broncos get the 12-0 Horned Frogs. TCU? That's right, TCU, the surprise team of the 2009 season. With one of the top-ranked offenses and defenses in the nation, the 12-0 Horned Frogs want to show everyone that they should have leapfrogged into the championship game. So TCU off to a BCS bowl game for the first time ever. They are loving it down there, and our Carissa is right in the middle of the madness.
It's where I'm most comfortable, Chris. Amongst the madness, no looking back and no what ifs. Only excitement in Fort Worth that for the first time ever, TCU is headed to a BCS bowl game. It's been 51 years since they've been invited to a major bowl, but a school rich in football history is ready to return to the big stage. And that big stage, of course, is the Tostitos Fiesta. And with that, I'm now joined with head coach Gary Patterson. Gary, can you even hear me? Let's just start with that. You've got some great fans here. It is your 9th season as head coach of TCU. You face a familiar opponent in the Fiesta Bowl, but on a much bigger stage. What will this game mean to your school, your fans, and your program?
Well, number one, Boise is a great team. We have a lot of admiration. We understand what kind of football team they have, but we're here to prove a point. We feel like I voted for us number 2 in the polls today when we voted, and we feel like we have a great football team, and we're out to believe that we could be the number 1 team in the nation. So that's why we're going to Fiesta Bowl for.
Well, luckily for your fans, you're here for a couple more years. Now, we all know what TCU can do on defense. Hello, give it up for the defense, everybody. But with that, I turn my attention to Mr. Offense. That's right, Offensive Player of the Year in the Mountain West Conference, Andy Dalton. Can you put into words what this is like for you? An undefeated season, and now you are headed to a BCS bowl game.
No, it's been an unbelievable feeling for everyone here. You know, for our team, the school, the program, for all the fans, everybody. It's been just an unbelievable ride.
For those of you that haven't had the chance or the privilege to see you play, what can they expect on January 4th?
You know, we're a well-rounded team. You know, we do it on all phases, offense, defense, and special teams. So hopefully we'll go out and prove that when we play. All
right, well, you're not writing Nebraska a thank you note, but you are headed to the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, everybody. Give it up for TCU. It's getting rather cold here in Texas, Chris. So luckily for these guys and their fans, they can wear some shorts, guys.
All right, Carissa, thank you very much. You could hear Gary Patterson say, you know what, we can play with anybody. They're going to their big-time bowl here, but I think they probably want a shot at that national title, don't they?
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about it. They want a shot at the national title, and I think that right now the teams who are not going to play them in the national championship game would breathe a sigh of relief that they don't play them or don't play Boise State. Both of them very good. Kellen Moore, the quarterback for Boise State, Andy Dalton, the quarterback we saw from TCU, and 2 really good defenses, especially TCU's.
Yeah, you know, fans have seen Boise State over the last couple of years. I don't think they've seen a lot of TCU, but I really believe watching them play all year long that they could play on a one-game basis. They could play with anybody in the country. They're that good.
Yes.
But how about TCU? We saw Boise State do it. We saw Utah do it. We saw Hawaii do it. And now TCU, the kids down in Fort Worth, go ahead and celebrate tonight. I don't care if you got school tomorrow or not. Enjoy this one, folks. More after this.